Hello, my name is Yejide Kilanko, and this is my first live video. So, like I tell my kids at work, progress, not perfection. So, this is progress for me. Something happened on Tuesday this week that triggered an old memory for me, and I've been having this urge that I need to share it. So, I'm not sure who this video is for. Maybe just for me, I don't know, but I figured out I'll share and see if somebody finds it helpful. So on Tuesday, I went to the store to get some things, and on the checkout line was one of my kids up from work. And my kids at work know that when I see them in the community, that I won't acknowledge them unless they say hi to me. And so this boy, he turns around, he sees me, comes over, gives me a hug, and then he just goes away. He doesn't say anything to me, and I don't say anything to him either. We just share this hug, and then he moves on with this day. And so later in the evening on Tuesday, as I drove home, I just remembered something that happened during one of my hospital stays, and since then I've been having this urge and I need to share it, and so that's why I'm doing this live video. Okay, so this happened in June 2013. It was during one of my hospital stays, and I was sharing a semi-private room with another woman. Can't remember if she came into the room before I did or I met her. Like if I came there first, I'm not sure, but I remember that she wasn't doing well. Her husband was there with her, and mine was with me as well. And the nurses and the doctors were around her, and she just wasn't doing well. Her husband came. I remember he walked over to our side of the room, and he had this really big smile. He was a burly guy, and he said hello. We said hi back, and I can't remember what we said to each other. Then he just went about his business. So later in the day, I walked my husband over to the elevator, and I was coming back, and I met this gentleman by the door, and he looked really sad. I'm not sure how the conversation started, but then he started telling me about how he was feeling really lost. He was worried about his wife, and he said he didn't know what he was going to do without her. And I didn't know him, but I just listened, right? Sometimes all you can do is listen. And I listened to him, and then I think he got emotional. And so after maybe like 10-15 minutes by the door, we both went into the room. And later that night, he left, and it was just me and his wife in the room. So shortly after midnight, I had to use the bathroom. And I walked by her bed. She was awake, and she looked up at me and she said, hello. And I said, hi. And that was it. And I went back. I used the bathroom, went back to my bed. By the morning, she was no longer speaking. And shortly after, the nurses came to me and said they were going to move me to a private room. And so I was like, okay. So they moved me. So it was probably about 2 hours later, one of the nurses came and knocked on my door and said, the gentleman wanted to talk to me. And I said, do you know him? I said, no, I don't. And I said, why? Is he asking for me? And he said, his wife passed. And so I was like, well, his wife passed. Why is he asking for me? And honestly, my first thought was not, oh, please let me go and comfort this man. My first thought was, I don't have the space for anyone's pain, because I was in the hospital for a reason, and I was just overwhelmed. But then I remember that earlier in the week, during a very painful time for me, one of the nurses stood with me. She walked with me. She listened to me and made space for me. So I said, okay. I told the nurse who came, I said, okay, I'll go with you and speak to him. And right on the hallway, he was actually coming to look for me. And then he just comes and he just grabs hold of me, and he's crying and shaking. This tall, big, burly guy just holding on to me and shaking and crying. And I was just holding on to him too. And he didn't say a word to me. I didn't say anything to him. And I'm not even sure how long we stood there. The nurse was just looking at both of us. And after a while, he just didn't say anything. He just turned around and walked away. I don't know his name. If I saw him today, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't recognize him, because I saw him. I could count him. Like I can't even remember what he. I just know he was tall and burly, and that was it. I can't remember. what he looks like. And there have been many times after that date I've thought, did he know that maybe, I don't know this for a fact, if I was the last person his wife spoke to or not. But I'm like, did he know that? Why did he need my presence? I don't know that particular day. But I'm thankful that that day I made space for him, right? Like someone made space for me. And that life, it's really about receiving and giving and making space for each other, and being there when someone else needs us. So I don't know. I don't know why, the incident Tuesday happened. I don't know why I'm sharing this, but I just felt this urge that I needed to share it. So as you go about your day, I hope that I always have a lot of stranger encounters. People tell me things. So it wasn't the first time I've had that kind of encounter, but I hope as you go, about your day, and that you have any opportunity to make space for someone else, that you do it. And that's it. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.